Engineering Eng. PDF document of this video is on engineereng.com.
Hello friends, we are together with a new one of our MATLAB lessons. In this lesson, I will make an introduction to the script file in MATLAB for you. But after logging in, I will show you the importance of the script file before I start writing something in the script file. In this video, I will even show two concentrated examples to illustrate the extremely advantageous parts of MATLAB compared to a calculator. After explaining the importance of MATLAB and visualizing the importance of MATLAB a little more in your mind, I will continue the other processes as it will be a bit more confident for you. Here I need to shoot this video first to see the importance of the script file and the formulas we wrote in this file, etc. So here I want to show this before I start trying something in the script file. Now, we would normally say the script file is here. We say new script. In versions before 2016 in a different way, you can choose from here and say new script, but here it turns out ready. When we click like this, Untitled appears Untitled. Afterwards, I normally write a CLC, clear all quickly. Whatever I'm going to do next, I'll leave a line blank. By entering the required equations, etc., I continue processing. And we build it that way. So what these comments provide? Every time I run the program from here again, for example, when I run, it asks me to name it at first. When I go back to the main comment window after naming it, I see the value here. Then every time I run it, runs the values written here from scratch. By the way, for example, I will also enter comment, so to comment we can make them inactive by making comment as follows. Comment is also very important. For example, after typing x here, you can use the x value or whatever it is, comment when we do shift +5. Now if I inactive them, when I run them, an x value will be created here. Even the previous one has stayed here like this. If I run again and again later, it always stays on top. All x values are starting to stay that way. But if I active them again, every time I run them, only the first value, that is one value, remains. This is important, frankly. I will continue to write here later. Of course, I will show many things here. But first, I have to tell you the importance of this place. Why is this important? I will now give you two concentrate examples. The first of these is a question like this. Let's show the question immediately. For example, this question is worth 70 points, pretty high score for an exam out of 100. It asks you to find many things here. Look, there are many things. There are many things like make sure, evaluate, find here. It says what we will find next to them. Here is single mode, etc. Now I'm not teaching you fiber lessons here. He wanted you to find a lot of things. Look what he wants you to find. The calculator comes to mind right away. There are various formulas for this. Look at this first example. I gave each one as a formula. I've entered many formulas here. Well, if I did not enter these here, or what does it provide me to enter them here? It says to me in this question, find all of these and do this finding first for A, that is those values of M1 and M2. Then for B, so replace M1 and 2 and recalculate them. If you use a calculator, you will find them at first, which will take a very long time. Then you have to do all the equations from beginning. For example, you will compute the first equation we wrote here and many other equations at length. But here in MATLAB, after writing all the formulas in the script file, the files are ready here. Look, now all the formulas are ready here. And also all the things that he told me to find are ready in this file. All I'm going to do is, let's see what things he gave me in the option A. He gave 1.5 and 1.49 index values. I only write 1.5 and 1.49, which is how I write next to it. It's very important to use them to see what we are doing. I entered M1 as 1.5 and M2 as 1.49. Since I prepared the formulas before, I just run and see all the responses I need. I deal with it from the very beginning, and the very beginning, here's the speed of light, the current wavelength, the frequency, so I see what I'm looking for here. The amber and M2 values, I enter the radius of the fibers, the frequency value, etc. I reach everything he says find easily, friends. He has asked many things from me and I can find them all this way. Then the questions is over? No, it's not that. The rest of the question says try all these for different states of M1 and M2 in the part B. What am I doing? This time he wants me to get the value of N2 1.4865. All I do is change here, and then when I run the program, all the values here come up for the new N2 value. And this time I write down whatever values I am looking for on my test sheet and their new results. I save an incredible amount of time. You know more or less that there are already such thoughts about this lesson before, and you will prepare accordingly. You enter these formulas earlier in a MATLAB file. Of course, this is possible if the exam is open book, which we call open book an exam where computers are allowed, and you certainly had such exams in our time. In this way, you can reach many values in a short time. If you wanted to do this with a calculator, you would have to do these in a very difficult way, in a period where maybe 2, 3 or even 4 hours would not be enough. This was the first example I wanted to give. Let's move on to example 2. This time get a design question from another exam. In the formula I have prepared here before, he wants a design like this from me. Look, I'm showing the design he wants. We have various amplifiers, that is amplifiers. He tells me to create a radar system. It says that such a selection of amplifier and frequency that you will use in this radar system give me this gain value. So the amplifier you will use will provide 35 decibels of gain. There was one amplifier. This amplifier operated between 2.8 GHz and 4 GHz and provided up to 35 decibel of gain. But this amplifier depends on such a formula that on the other hand I have to be careful that my SNR value does not fall below 10 decibel. Now I'm trying the frequency values in this frequency range in the formula I prepared before, and I keep checking the SNR and gain value while trying. I am trying to find a suitable value from the gain will not exceed 35 decibel and stay in this frequency range. For example, here's a frequency value I show with F. How many should it be between how many? First I try the lowest 2.8 GHz. E9 corresponds to 10 degrees is 9 GHz. I take note of the part we call gain as gain decibel. Then when I run this, there are two identical formulas in the bottom SNR. I have already said or. Formulas are approximately equal. Here I just keep them open now. The semicolon means I kept it open or not. When we run it, it determines whether it appears in the command window or not. I will explain them again when necessary. Right now I'm just talking about the importance of the script file. Let's run it here. For example, it's experimenting with this design question. I'm trying now, looking for 2.8 GHz. Gain is 30, good. I see it is less than the maximum 35 gain value requested from me, so it does. I'm looking for at the SNR. It corresponds to almost half of the desired 10 decibels. Then I try to increase this. How many should I get? I'm up to 3.5 GHz. I'm doing 3.5 and I see when I increase the frequency, does my SNR value increase? If SNR does not rise, then I should not choose this. I'm happy because when I increase the frequency, my SNR goes up. So here I'm approaching 10 decibels and my gain rises a little, but still less than 35 decibels. I can lose a little bit from here, I can reduce it to 25 in my head. But what am I trying to pay attention to? Somehow I have to get this closer to 10 decibel. Then I say that if the frequency increases, the SNR increases. I try 4 here. I quickly just replace it and run it. It's beautiful. Gain stays at 33 decibels and the SNR increases to 8.67 decibel. So I can use this amplifier in a radar design. By using this amplifier at 4 GHz, I sort of complete my design. I say it provides 35 decibel of gain because it's pretty close to 35. You make your design beautifully. In fact, this question just did not have the amplifier value. You could choose from 20 to 30 amplifiers. The frequency and gain of each are different. You should pay attention that the SNR does not fall below 10 decibel because it says many applications require SNR greater than 10 decibels in the notes. I will not go too far. Here I just wanted to embody the event in your mind. So what is the importance of a script file? How can it be? What if you did this with the calculator and not the script file? There is no way you can do these things with a calculator. Especially in cases where you need to make changes constantly, like in this question. You are not likely to do this when you need to make a design. Of course, only these types of questions. No, there may be many more types of questions. There are many types of questions I can not think of now. You may encounter many types of questions that you will be not able to do with anything other than MATLAB. My aim in this lesson for now was the importance of the script file. We will start writing the next lesson with script. Basically, we will start with a code writing system such as CLC, clear all. And what can be done here? We will gradually introduce them. Thank you for listening. Hope to meet you in another video. Goodbye.